And welcome back to the best thing you watched this week. We got Chris from Movies and Munchies, Ruben from the Ruby Tuesday. That's me. It's 2025. Happy New Year and all of that. This is season 5, I think, of the best thing we watched. This is episode 1, and we're gonna dub it episode 1.
The beginning, the prologue,
the pre-sequel.
Yeah. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. No.
No.
We're just back with more things that we liked and didn't like. Our Patreon is still there. We have over 110 videos in there that starts at £1, and you can watch all of them. If you can watch 110 videos in a month, go for it. We have a great a community there that requests things on different tiers, and then we review those. If you want to go up to the highest tier, you can make Chris watch an entire series of an anime. So whoever's got some extra pocket money, please do that. It'd be pretty fun.
No.
But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for being a Patreon. And if you're new to the Discord, Crochet One Listen has been adding so many things in the Discord of what is coming up this year, every month on the major streaming services and in 2026. And I've noticed discussion has started to pick up there. It's starting to look much more like a lively discussion group of, particular threads. On a little bit of a sad note, I saw someone mentioning that this live, they watch all of our reviews to the end so that we get all the ads and stuff, which is really kind. But the live doesn't pop up. They have to physically search it on our channels to find the live. So if you are watching, could you do us a favor and ring the bell, lick the button, and then share it to your friends?
Okay. Go ahead and lick the button if you want.
Lick the button and touch the butt. And
well, yeah, I'm going to touch it.
Yeah, share it around just so that YouTube's whatever will help kind of let people know that we're still doing this. We haven't been doing this for 4 years. So
that's
it's not that
strange.
3 years.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's
so
weird,
anyway. Should we say hello to whoever's online?
Yeah. Let me write down a time code though first.
Okay.
Okay. Yes. Here we go. Okay. Leo the short guy. We are glad that you are here.
Hey, Leo.
Crochet a while and listen. Happy Saturday first off. Oh, it's freezing where you're at. I think it's like Michigan-ish area.
It's pretty cold here as well. The whole of England has got like a warning for snow.
Really? The whole of England? Wow.
The whole of England.
Oh, okay. It's the same temperature here as it is there.
Ah. What's that temperature?
4.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah.
Or 39 for the rest of us.
Yeah. So you like that. Hey, you like that.
Yeah, except
cold,
I'm not out.
Cold,
I'm not out.
Risky morning munching. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Amy in the AM. Hey, good morning. Happy 2025 to you. New Year's resolutions besides watching more great movies and series. Ruben, do you have any?
I mean, Amy, you just stole my thunder because this is actually my question.
Okay, well then we will get to that.
We will go back to that. Yeah.
I won't answer then right now. Okay.
Okay.
Chris Retzlaff, good morning. Happy first or good day. It's morning for me, so I'm going to say good morning. But hey,
Chris is here. Awesome.
Yes, early. Happy first Saturday in 2025. Please make me a better version of myself. Well, hey, you watched The Substance, so you're right on your way. You'll have to go and get the package, but you must adhere to the rules.
Look at my package. Do you remember the movie? It's one of the most depressing movies you'll ever see, but he is brilliant in it.
The only thing I could think of is like Borat.
Oh no. It stars Sandra Bullock, I want to say. It's 28 Days is about a woman that's like
Oh,
a recovering alcoholic, seriously depressing. But there's Alan Tudyk. I think it's or it might not be Alan Tudyk. It might be I'm not sure. But it could also be the guy that we loved in the that weird wacky animated series about Doug. What's his name? The
Comfortable Doug?
Doug?
Centaur World.
Yes.
Yes.
Him.
Um,
I think
let's see here.
he's so
Eh,
well with him today.
Well, Viggo Mortensen's in this.
Yeah, Vigo's awesome, but it's not him.
Dominic West,
No.
Steve Buscemi. Yeah, Alec Tudyk is in it.
It is Alan Tudyk. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Alan Tudyk, yeah.
Okay,
And he
okay.
does like, look at my package.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to do with that.
You just have to enjoy it.
Oh,
Accept it for what it is. It's
I
a gift.
will. I will. Yes. T Win, Craven the Hunter takes the cake. Is that the best movie of not only the best thing you watched this week, but probably of 2024, maybe, right?
Wow. Somebody help that person.
Yeah. Obitherian Alliance from Two Perspectives. That is so hard for me to say. Happy New Year, though. We're glad you're here. Oh, Mr. Flickster, hey there. Good morning. Most anticipated movie of 2025. Well, we put that on our Patreon, actually. I did that post yet? I don't know if I've even posted.
Yeah, the movies is just up on Patreon today.
Okay.
Series is coming probably a couple of days.
Okay, cool. And I don't mine were not in any particular order, I don't think.
No.
Yeah.
But mine were.
Yes. So
that's all that matters.
David, good morning. Hey, how are you? Seasons of Foundation, Dark Matter, Invasion, Outer Range. Bad news on Outer Range. That was canceled. So you're not getting another season of Outer Range, which
I'm pretty sure Dark
sucks.
Matter's gone as well, quite a while ago.
What? No, I thought they did they had announced a season 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. And then 1881. So so out of those, I mean, there you go. The several Apple shows too. So oh, yep. See, there we go. We did talk in our Patreon about our most anticipated movies and series. So you can go check that out. Again, Ruben said £1 and you can watch all of the videos. So there you go. Hey, Matthew. Not late this week. Awesome. You are right on time. Oh, let's see. Why do you think last year was not a good year for movies compared to 2023? I would disagree. I think 2024 was a spectacular year for movies.
Maybe you just noticed that there were a lot of poo, but in amongst the poo, we still had amazing movies and series. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you watch Chris's wrap-ups, I know you did a series top 10 and a movies top 10. And I'd forgotten about some of those. They were great.
Yeah. Well, luckily I had already started my list like earlier in the year, like
You've been
of
writing
putting
down.
things.
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
I still had to go back through my my playlists on YouTube to see, to see what all I reviewed. It was like, oh, okay, yeah. Okay. Oh. So why did you say Dune 2 is the best sci-fi in decades? Don't believe I ever said that. But don't have it in the top 10 movies of the year. Should mean that you are not a sci-fi guy, or what is the reason? Well, as I said, I don't believe that I said it's the best sci-fi.
I remember your review. Pretty sure you'd never say something like that.
No. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Was it me?
You might have said that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
In my review, maybe. But no, I didn't enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was a masterpiece. I think I'm done with the forlorn looks. It's only so long I can stare at someone else staring at something else.
Yes. Yes, and albino Elvis just was made me laugh.
The black and white scene just reminded me so much of Thor: Love and Thunder, which leaves a
Oh,
bitter taste in my mouth because that black and white scene is the best part of the movie for Thor: Love and Thunder, and the story.
yeah. I was impressed because they used like an infrared lens or something like that to shoot that scene. Not in Thor, in Dune.
Oh, in
And
June, yeah,
I,
and it looks spectacular, didn't it? Like,
oh my gosh, that
you,
crispness and the
if anything, you just watch it for the visuals.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. No, I mean I enjoyed it, but it's yeah. There you go. So
Hmm.
um, okay, it is 19 degrees Fahrenheit where Crochet Island listen is, and it's
Oh,
snowing.
oh, nice. Make a
Yee.
snowman. Make it look like Chris. You have to give it glasses, and then take a picture and send it to us.
Well, okay, yes. Or Olaf. You can make it look like Olaf too. Not
Or
Frosty though. He's scary. Um, hey, just kidding. Awesome. Oh yeah, top 10 series. Yeah, several people had asked if I was going to do one of those, and so I finally got around to it. So hey, Shiny's here.
hello, Shiny. I don't know why I said that so loudly.
That was disappointing. I thought you were going to do something else.
Okay, sorry. What's up?
Okay. Okay. There
Is
we
that
go.
better?
Thank you. That was
The
so much
first
better.
one's got to
Yes.
be energetic. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I've hurt my throat and I've
Oh,
blown everybody's headphones out.
yeah.
Suddenly,
Exactly.
I'm on mute whenever I speak.
Oh, Sharam, hello. I think we're doing good. Yeah.
Hey, Sharam, what
Um,
sports are we watching this week?
okay. Oh, Crystal Palace and Chelsea right now.
Thanks, Sharam.
I love it. Yeah, happy year.
Oh
I love it.
my
Ella
gosh.
James, good morning to you. Happy New Year as well. Let's see here. Amy's going through my top 10 list. Watch ones you haven't. Recently decided to watch Fauda again. Oh,
Oh, you're
I'm
in for a
just I'm
treat in
yeah,
a depressing way.
I'm never prepared for I think it's
I
season
think it's season
2.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, I just ah. Hmm. Michelle, good morning. Want to see The Damned? Is it good? Yes, it's good. I'm going to actually be talking about that a little bit later today.
Chris has also a really great review on it. So if
Did
you
you
want,
do your review yet?
no, because I
Um,
pretty much did the full review
when we
like
talked about it
last
on
time.
the
Yeah, I
yeah.
spoke about it at length. So
Oh, um, what are expectation levels for Severance season 2? I can't even see Ruben's hand. That's how high. I'm keeping mine. I'm trying to temper it. I'm trying to remember how I felt when I first watched the series, especially at the beginning, where I was like, "What in the crap is this?" and I tapped out.
we're gonna watch it, like we can start watching it like from beginning. So because it's
Oh,
been a long time
the at least
and
in the
it's
screeners,
wibbly
there's
wobbly.
an episode 0 for season 2, and it's a
Oh, that's
recap.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
So I don't know if they're going to do that for everybody. I hope they
Wait,
do.
what? Have you got screeners already?
Yes. I thought you had screeners already.
No, I'm done with this.
Oh, I had to. Well, I had to ask for them. They did not appear before me, so I did have to ask for these. So, um,
It's okay. I'm not bitter.
Michelle, um, I don't. What is that? Laugh, angry, matter, and it's I love it. Regardless, those are great emojis. Can you see those, Ruben?
I'm trying to work out what. Remember, I used to say that my grandmother used to speak in emoji, and it used to fill me with so much joy because we had to decipher the message. Uh, I don't know what that message is. Maybe if you
Well, see,
try and make the noises that the emojis are doing, so it's like, oh,
ooh.
there you go. That's what that is.
Oh. Okay, then. So yes, please give me the timestamp so I can go back. 6:40 when you said it. Okay, I'll go back and look. Well, as I said in my the intro to my best of, these aren't necessarily the perfect movies. These are the ones that stuck with me the most, or that I enjoyed the most.
Hmm.
So even if it was a perfect movie and it's not something I want to go back to, that's how the best of works. Naket, hi. Oh, okay, Sharam. Liverpool and Man United tomorrow. Oh, bad weather though, especially if
Yeah,
it snows, right?
yeah. I want to see them play in snow.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Do they play in snow?
Sometimes they play in rain and mud and all that, so I don't
I
know why they
know.
wouldn't. You know,
Well,
as
in
long as the ball's not wide. Just,
no,
uh,
gets lost. Yeah, well, they play American football in the snow.
yeah, yeah, they do. Yeah,
Which I don't understand that, and I don't even understand why you would want to go to a
because you can't
like
see
to
anything.
a
Imagine
well,
there's like a
you
blizzard. You just see some guys kind of moving.
you can't feel anything though. That's more of it.
You'd be like, Marco.
Yeah. Oh gosh, and your fingers break off, and it's like, yeah, no. Um. Well, the reason for like Severance, I temper my expectations first and foremost, and then balance it with what is the actual quality of the show, right? I
Yeah.
mean, that's what we get to separate ourselves from that
Mm.
to do these things. I mean, and then still include like a personal touch with it.
Yeah.
Did we? But yeah, we're fans, as
Touch the
well as
butt.
critics.
Mm.
Yeah. Looking forward to the BioShock show coming out on Netflix.
See, I'm a huge fan of the BioShock games. So, and it's Netflix. I mean, Netflix series are better than the movies. So it could be good. As long as they actually have a big budget to build the sets, those underwater sets are, half of the game is the setting. That's what makes it so great. And then they have to make it adult as well because the games itself are 18 and they're brutal. If it's not an adult, if they try and dumb it down, that's just going to lose all its validity. So I'm equal parts excited, equal parts worried.
My kids have a lot of connection to the game.
Mm.
I don't. Is it going to be good? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, tough cookie, bracing for ice in Kentucky. Yeesh.
The forecast is ice.
Oh, I hope you don't have to drive. Ugh, slick roads suck. So,
Yeah, we have to drive tomorrow.
oh yeah, you do. Oh well, you need to be very, very careful. Your 7-hour drive is going to be even longer.
Yep.
Oh, it is 12 degrees with the wind chill here, or 12 degrees wind chill for Chris. Luckily on Tuesday we get to go to an island with briefcases and so on.
Equaling
Oh,
home.
good. No, they're going to a mystery man with a banker on an island with suitcases and just
All right, this the series coming back.
yeah.
I thought Chris Redstaff was maybe going on an impromptu holiday to like Hawaii.
to warmer.
Yeah.
No, they're going to some I don't. Oh, Mr. Flickster is skeptical about BioShock, but doing a series, yeah, smart choice versus a movie,
Yeah.
absolutely. And we watched what a good
Schedule.
adaptation of a game could be, right?
I mean, yeah,
Fallout was
Fallout
fun.
was fantastic. Last of Us, fantastic.
Last
They've
of Us, yeah,
happened.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Tough Cookie, I am so jealous that you're retired. That's awesome. So you just get to chill and
Nice.
enjoy the ice from the inside. Good, good.
Ice.
Every time you say ice now, you have to do it in Arnie's voice. Um, uh, okay, so Mode watched Squid Game season 2, liked it just as much as season 1.
Nice.
It's fun and tense. It's just different, right?
It is very different. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think some people are going to be put off with that, but I liked it for being different because that was
Mhm.
one of the things. I said, you can't do the same because we've had it. The
Well, and
gimmick is up.
that's what I was worried about when it opens up, and they play the first game, and I'm like, seriously,
Mhm.
we can't be rehashing this, right?
You can't.
And
But I liked
and
it. That kept it on edge because you're like, oh, really? Are they really? And then you're like, oh, no, they're not. They're
yeah,
not going to do that.
no, the twists were good. Uh, it felt like there was more heightened action.
Yeah, I agree. There was.
Uh, yeah,
It was like a
especially
whole episode.
yeah, that
Violent.
ending, yeah, I
Yeah.
was whoa. So I'm they better get season 2 here much faster though.
Yeah. Well, no, it's done. So it's definitely coming in 25.
Good.
It's just I prefer it if it was like
Now.
April. Yeah, now would be great. But
No.
you leave something like that feels like a part 1 and a part 2 rather than just season 2 and then season 3.
Yeah, that was not a conclusion to a season.
No, not at all. Yeah.
Mm.
That was like,
Okay.
see you next week.
Exactly. And then next week didn't come.
No.
Now without singing the blues, hey, you made it. Awesome. Oh yeah, okay, you felt the same as Mode with Squid Game 2. What's the TV show that you guys like so much that makes you want to read the book?
A lot of anime does that for me.
Is that a specific show that we've talked about, or is it like in general, like something that
Yeah,
yeah.
for me, it's a lot of anime that I'd be like, this is really good. The manga must be amazing.
Supposedly the compendium, the graphic novel of The Walking Dead, is like phenomenal.
Oh yeah, and it's like too thick. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
artwork. It's
massive. Yeah.
yeah, they never go depreciate in value. They're just always like this price.
Yeah. Anyway, but some people hate on Squid Game for no reason. Yeah, people don't like sequels, or if it doesn't live up, like Blitherian was talking about, expectations. Were you going to say something, Ruben?
I was just thinking, there's also bad marketing companies that want to kill the popularity of certain things so that the audience can be driven to their platform, and so they'll spam the World Wide Web with
Negative
comments
stuff.
and things
Yeah.
like, this is crap because of the blah blah, and then sheep
Yeah.
bull sheep, and
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm glad we haven't talked spoilers, Amy. But yes. Oh my gosh, you gotta power through those because it's a ride. 28 years later, I have not seen the trailer for it, which is, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I don't know.
I don't know. I think they were great, but I think people forget how old they are now. You go back to that first one is slow.
It is rough also.
Yeah. I think the sequel is better. I know a lot of people probably won't agree, but I
haven't seen the sequel. I've only seen the first one. Yeah. I mean, I like it. I enjoy it, especially.
I love the premise, and they're scary, those zombies.
Yeah. Well, and the dilemmas that they face later.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, but
that's rough. We've had way better zombie movies since. So
yeah. Trailer. Okay. And the movie has to live up to the trailer. That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think they said it was shot all on a phone, which I don't.
I don't know why they do that because it's not going to be shot on a phone. It's a phone. I don't know if you've seen the bit like the
With the
images with
giant lenses and
giant
attachments and
lenses
stuff.
and attachments. Like if you're going to shoot it in the phone, shoot it in the phone and make that the thing, and that's how it looks. Because phones can shoot in 4K. You can record brilliant audio. Just like that's your gimmick. You want to sell, fine, but don't lie to us by going it's shot in an iPhone 12, blah 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 blah, and it's then it show us all the attachments that cost probably more expensive than shooting it on a normal camera because you had to get all the attachments and the lenses and the body and the kit. And now the Steadicam guy has to be elite to do that particular way of working with it, or has to study and learn how to deal with that. It's all it. I mean, it's fine. It sounds good. Yeah.
I don't mind the gimmick of it. Like Soderbergh did that one Unwell or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Um, but outside of that, I don't know.
I didn't see the point of it, but
I watched a movie or a series just recently. I don't even remember what it was, but it felt like it was shot on a phone, like it was really bothering me.
was it shaky or was it just too crisp?
No, it was lack of depth. It was and maybe it was just like some kind of weird spherical lens or something that was causing some of this weirdness. It felt way too much like a phone. And I was like, I don't
Unless
want to
you're
watch.
particularly doing a found footage film, that doesn't work. Yeah, it makes you feel like it's a cheap, not student film, because student films tend to be more arty, but it's a cheap, straight to TV movie done on a really low budget. And you get
Yeah,
those
watch.
actors, they don't know how to frame it right. The walls are kind of like sparse and white, and you're just like, ugh.
Exactly. That's spot on. Ella watched Squid Game season 2, just as good as the first. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun there. Uh,
Nice.
oh, okay. In general, for like Silo, um, there probably are series that make me want to read like the source material.
Hmm.
I don't know any like right off the top of my head. Like the reason
I
I
mean,
hadn't watched.
I've read all the Silo before. It's also
Yeah, that's well, and see, the reason I didn't watch Earth Abides is because I was in the middle of the novel, but now I may stop just doing the novel and just go watch the series, give myself a little bit of time, and then go back to the book again. I don't know.
it's always been the other way around for me. Like I would have read the book and then I see a movie coming out. It's like, oh, that could be fun. Very few live up to it though, because your imagination is a thing they can't hope to capture, except for the Lord of the Rings.
There you go. Yeah. Well, see, and that's why, like, I watched The Ritual on Netflix. You know, way before, like, just this last year, I think, or 2 years
Right.
ago, something like that. I read the Adam Neville novel, and because I'd already seen the movie, it didn't bother me that there were changes
Ah,
because
okay.
I had, you know what I mean?
'Cause you already have that frame of reference of what happened.
Yeah, so I had the movies version, and then when I read the original, I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, I see how they changed it here and here and stuff, you know, for the movie."
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would have appreciated it the other way around. Because then I went back and watched the movie again after reading it, like very shortly after we finished reading it, and I was like, "Oh yeah, no, this is still a great movie. I still love it. It's just creepy and messed up and everything." So.
Because Ready Player One, like so many people rave about that movie. The audiobook
Mm.
and the book itself is probably the best audiobook I've ever heard. And the story and the way it's presented, it's Will Wheaton is brilliant for that voice. And they changed stuff that just didn't feel right for the movie. Well, for me anyway.
I liked that they captured the heart of the book, you know, but I agree. Will Wheaton narrating was
Outstanding.
you, and you've got to read, which is not the same author. somebody had told me, because I had my love for the Martian movie, right? I haven't read the book, but Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, I was reading that, or I had bought it, and then everybody kept saying, no, you need to listen to it. And so I bought it on Audible, and so I listened to that then. Holy crap, dude. I cannot imagine reading it now, because there are parts of the story that are audible only.
Huh.
And the person who reads this
Yeah.
does the sounds.
Wait. What's it called?
Project Hail Mary.
Yeah. That is going in my list now.
It is such a great, it is funny. Oh my gosh, there was the part that, because my youngest is reading it also, and he had gotten to the part before I did, and then I was talking to you about it, and we both were laughing at this one part, because it's just genuinely funny in spots. But it is a heartbreaking and inspirational story, and it's great sci-fi. Great sci-fi. So
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. So I don't like when they split these in parts either.
3 parts.
Yeah, what? I think they do this for to retain subscribers.
It just pisses me off. It makes me want to leave.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think it's a good thing. I mean, it's rude to the audience, right? It may make sense from a business perspective, but outside of that, it's terrible. That's
because, like, when it's all out, you're going to watch it in one anyway. There's probably going to be people that will wait until it's done, because there's no way they're doing that. The problem is, if they're waiting to see how many people have watched it, when people inevitably fall off after the first part, only then finding out there's part 2 and 3, it's stuff like that. When good series get cancelled, in 2024, we've had a number of great series that got cancelled, and then Netflix will go and green light a series with like Meghan Markle, as she's now doing slice of life. She's cooking and baking and giving her perspective of the way to live life. And a lot of time, yes, like a reality
non-reality
TV, non-reality, because she doesn't live in reality. Her whole lifestyle, how much money she has, all of that. Like she has. So how are we meant to relate to anybody? Like, yeah. And so they green light this with a huge budget, but cancel all the stuff because people are honestly, I don't understand the idea sometimes about this stuff.
Well, and I didn't go back to Cobra Kai season 6, part 2.
I didn't either. No.
So, and supposedly, what a lot of the reaction has been is that it is good. So I don't even. But again,
but they've muddied the waters.
Yeah,
and if that's us who watch all the stuff.
Yeah, the casual audience, the normal people.
Yeah. When there's so much to pick and choose from, every streaming platform is trying to vie for your attention, because that's what money is. It's the amount of time, as is with YouTube, the amount of time people spend watching.
Yeah. And also for your other question, now I like seasons in full, because I like to binge them, because also I've got so much to watch that if it is week to week, it is so hard to stay on that.
If you're going to review it, it's very hard to.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, if everybody went back to the episodes, we'd have to review episode by episode. That is a lot of work. Like nobody's got time for that.
Well, and it makes, think of all the shows we watch too, that you would, keeping those storylines straight.
If we went back to like procedural weekly TV, then it kind of makes sense. It's almost like the original American 22 to 24 episodes a season. It's a lot. And then they had like 15 minutes. So it was just there all the time. And the quality was mid, because they had to just keep coming
churning
back
it
for
out.
more.
Yeah.
But then the new formula supposedly is 6 to 10 episodes and an hour long, or however long you want to make it and put it out. That works.
Yeah. Mostly. Are we looking forward to the Marvel movies or James Gunn's new DC universe? I'm intrigued by Superman, but honestly, I'm kind of just like superhero movies. They're
Mainstream
fun, but
superhero movies I'm kind of done with. And give me like the one Marvel movie I'm looking forward to is the
Thunderbolts.
the Thunderbolts, because it's all the kind of the sidekicks, the bad guys, supposedly not bad guys, but there's like a team, like of the rejects that get put together, and that kind of works. Unfortunately, James Gunn's not helming it. Like if James Gunn was helming the Thunderbolts, I think it'd have been an easy win for Marvels.
You
For
be a
Marvel.
bad
For
guy
Marvel.
doesn't mean you're a bad guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Netflix Harlan Coben novels. They seem obsessed. Yeah, he's got a deal with them, and yeah, they do. Like last year on New Year's Day, they did another one, and I think Richard Armitage was in that one, or at least James Nesbitt was, one of the two.
he's in it. He's always in it. Just look for him in the background. He'll be there.
There's like Waldo.
Yeah.
And I got to say that they're getting progressively worse. And somebody in my comments on my review said, no, this novel is actually not good either. So I was like, oh, okay. Well,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, they chose a poor one to actually adapt.
Yeah, so they're starting off on the bad footing. Okay.
Yeah. The Innocent and The Five, I really like those. Both of
those.
The Innocent. Yeah, the Innocent's longer. And I think it is too long, but as far as story goes and acting and everything, that was a really good one too.
Yeah, very true.
We're going to do just a couple more comments and then we're going to get on with the show and then we'll come back to everybody. But Invincible divided into 2 parts last season. But now the promotions have said no break next season.
Yeah, because they've cottoned on to people just being pissed off with like, okay, this is not helping.
Yeah, everybody abandons the show. So, yeah. Feeling about the pacing of Silo season 2. I haven't started watching it yet. Ruben?
I haven't gone back to it. And that's a reason for they didn't give us the final episode. It sounds bitter, but if I'm going to review specifically this storyline, where it ends, it's a big deal. So I couldn't review it without actually saying, I'd be like, hey guys, I've reviewed it, but can't tell you whether it's actually any good because I don't know how it ends. So I was waiting. And then other stuff came. So
yeah. It's the same for the Harry Potter book and the movies. There's no way they could fit everything in the movies that was in the books. Yeah, I tell you what, the first 2 books are tough to read because those movies stick so close to the book that I just want to get to the good parts. Yeah, and then Project Hail Mary, 5-star read. Yeah, it is amazing. Crochet while I'm listening, did you listen to it or did you read it? Just curious at which. You may have been one of the people that told me to listen to it, so I don't know. But Ruben, should we? No, we are. I'm not even. It's not even a question. I'm gonna do my movie plot explained plurally.
Okay.
You know what I said, and then you'll ask your question.
The blue blue.
Yeah. Yep, and then we're gonna dive right into the thing that the best thing that we watched. Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Here's my movie plot explained poorly. Now, everybody too. I didn't write these. I found these on Reddit and all over the internet. So
it's lies.
No, I never said I made them. I just think they're hilarious. This is my favorite one that I've ever found, though.
Okay, cool.
It just is so good. A man destroys his own planet because he doesn't want to share it with his sister after she breaks his favorite toy.
A man destroys his own planet because he doesn't want to share it with his sister after she breaks his favorite toy.
It's probably also the best movie of that series. Chris got it. Yeah. No. Yeah.
No,
No.
I don't. No, sorry.
Okay.
My brain stuck on buffering.
Crochet Wildness got it also. Okay.
Damn it.
Who wants yeah, exactly. Definitely better than Love and Thunder. Does that help, Ruben?
Ragnarok?
Yes.
Oh, that's about Odin. No?
No.
A man
No.
a man
Thor.
destroys his own
Thor
Thor
brings
destroys
about
his
he brings about
Ragnarok
Ragnarok
because he
because
doesn't want
Hela
to chat with his sister.
and
Good
she
lord. I would never have gotten there.
and Wizard of Oz. Yes, it is Wizard of Oz. Just no, it's Thor Ragnarok.
So funny, we just spoke about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So, okay. Ruben, what's your question? I know what it is, but I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it was just like, what's your realistic New Year's resolutions that you'll stick to?
Eat a little bit more healthy.
Hmm.
Move a little bit more. Maybe spend less time in this office studio watching stuff also. And I'm not that I'm going to back off of my reviews or anything, but just figure out different cadences
Right.
to watch things. Yeah.
Okay.
How about you?
Realistically, I'm going to lose half my body weight and I'm going to get ripped.
Okay. Cool. Good.
No, I don't know. Just healthy enough to do rock climbing again, which means I need to lose a lot of weight. So
Right. Okay. Okay. So that's a good. Well, that's a tangible goal too.
for sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I know. Just kidding. We knew you were kidding. It was just funny. Okay. Ruben, how many do you have? I have 2 this week.
I have 2. Yeah.
Okay. It was a slower week for me.
It was a slow week. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go?
Sure.
Okay.
Synopsis of this movie: struggling to fit in at his new school after being expelled for his treatment of Augie Pullman, Julian is visited by his grandmother and is transformed by the story of her attempts to escape Nazi-occupied France during World War II. This is called White Bird, and it's not a sequel. It's just like another story in the Wonder universe, I guess, because at the end of Wonder, one of the kids that was the bully got expelled, and this is now his story. Well, it's his grandmother's story. So he gets to sit down with his grandmother, and she explains to him her journey of being basically. It's 2 films. It's what we know of people being persecuted during World War II, and then it's a love story, and it's this whole love story that sort of is in the loft of a old barn. She has to live there in hiding, and so it's not as brutal as, like, say, something like The Diary of Anne Frank, but it has a lot of similarities in that way. But it also has some of that. I don't want to say kid friendly, but it's more geared towards, if you think about Wonder, that kind of storytelling. Much heavier than Wonder, though. Like Wonder, there's sad moments, but this is Nazi and what they did to people. You seal that, and you see them trying to survive, and the consequences of helping someone during that time. You see all of that, and it's brutal and it's heartbreaking. And I shouted at the screen at one point during the film. I was like, "No, damn it!"
You got Gillian Anderson and Helen Mirren also.
Gillian Anderson is the mother of
Julian.
Julian, who is the. So there's this. Julian Bumur plays, so there's two leads. Julian Bumur plays this kid that has like a brace in his leg. He can't quite walk properly. He's kind of mocked and bullied basically again. And then you get Sarah Blum, I think it's Sarah Blum, who is this young girl who finds herself by herself and needing to be helped by Julian. And Julian has no reason to help her, but he does because he's just being brought up right. So Helen Mirren is telling her story as Sarah, but Gillian Anderson is the mother. We don't get a lot of her, but what we do get of, she's great. I mean, Gillian is always great, but she's fantastic in the role. There are characters in this that you will love to hate. You know, those people that used the war as a time to benefit them in amongst, that's that sort of stuff. I was just like, you suck, I hope you die sort of moments. I thought this was good. I know it's been out, but it just came to the UK at least on Amazon Prime. It's still saying January 31st, 2025, which is so weird because it's out, and I'm pretty sure it's been out in like the US for a few months already, or maybe longer.
Yeah, it said that it was it was made in 2023. It's available to rent on Prime right now. It came out October 4th in the US.
Yeah, there you go. I just feel like it disappeared under the zeitgeist of anybody talking about it, reviewing it. But it's from the best-selling author of Wonder.
Yeah.
It keeps the heart of it. It's much darker, but it has the same sort of message in it. Brilliantly acted. This is a real surprise for me. Like, it feels authentic to as well, like costume design, sets, like everything they would have gone through, rationing, all of that, stuff that we've seen done before, but in the framework of a person learning to be better, in the framework of someone dealing with what it means to be helping someone, and then like a romantic story building out of that. And then obviously we have Helen Mirren, who's incredible.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah. This was great.
That's all. I never even heard of it.
It popped up. I was like, what is that?
Yeah, zero marketing for this thing.
Yeah, nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay. Well, good. I watched a movie that you had already watched, but The Damned.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to chatting about this with you.
Dude, so this, it's a short movie, 90 minutes, hour and a half, folk horror, where it's taking place in the 1800s, where, the 1800s, where this widow has to make the impossible choice when, during an especially cruel winter, a foreign ship sinks off the coast of her Icelandic fishing village. So you have the atmosphere, the setting, the weather is just freezing. I mean, talk about,
makes you cold.
Dude, there is, the opening scene didn't make me super, super cold. But then as the movie, in very short progression, we move from the nighttime, them talking and everything, and you can tell that it is cold. But the next day where they're on the boat, or they're moving their boat out to go fishing, and you just see these huge mountains. I mean, massive mountains covered in snow. Everything is covered in snow. They're wearing like all of these like oiled leather type of, rain slickers that are just padded. because they're so, trying to keep warm. Their hats are all padded. And when I was watching this, I was like, my feet, first off, feel cold. And then I was imagining if I were there, I don't know if I would ever be able to get warm. You know what I mean? You know, when your toes get that cold and it's like, it radiates them through the rest of your body. Okay. So you have the atmosphere and the environment is definitely a character because it is the antagonist to everything that's going on. And with the lack of good fishing that's been going on, you see them worried about running out of food. I mean, this becomes a very urgent type of problem. And then when they have this ship that they see off in the distance sinking, and that's a tough decision to be like, do we risk our lives, our men, our single boat to go out there and maybe rescue them? And if we do rescue anybody and we bring them back, that depletes our already depleted supply even more and faster. And so from there, you get the dead bodies and the superstition, religion, wives' tales type of, things where you have to do certain things with the bodies or else they will come back. Dude, there were multiple times where I was like, no, because it's not done quickly. And a lot of the shots are just like these slow.
Oh my gosh. They just draw it out, don't they?
They do. Like you sit there and you see a character looking at something and you're like, is that something? And then it moves and you're like, oh, that's
hell no. Do you remember when you watched Heretic and someone said
Hereditary? Yeah.
Hereditary, yeah.
Yeah.
And someone went, if that's that moment that you're talking about in this movie is me.
Yeah, there were, oh my gosh. There were a couple of repetitive moments in this where our main character, played by Odessa Young, goes through like very, very similar experiences. And it didn't bother me, but it lost some of its creep. Not all the time, depending on where she was seeing things and how it was executed. But I would have liked to have seen from other people's perspective also, I think,
yeah,
to make it.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah. Talking about on shifting perspectives, this is a question for people in the chat as well. Are there movies that had ambiguous endings? And I'm not saying this one does. It just brings up the question that you've gone back to later on and changed your mind on, that you now think the other way. Because my family and I, with my partner, I rewatched Heretic this week, and I changed my mind on what I thought about happened at the end. And then with my family, we watched Your Monster because that's available to rent now.
Oh, yeah.
And I changed my mind on the ending of what I thought about that. Because sometimes on rewatches, you see things differently. And it was like, I actually think it's this way. And then this discussion is like, but actually, I think it's this.
Did it change your opinion specifically on Your Monster? Because that's the one I remember more, I think. Did you like it more or like it less?
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. Yes, there's definitely those types of things where a rewatch, you notice different things, you see different things, and it can absolutely change the way you experience it. So then how you interpret it.
I mean, Longlegs is a prime example. I wasn't faced by that movie at all the first time. And then when we watched it again, after you guys pointed out like how many devils I'd missed, I was like, holy crap, that puts a whole new light on this movie.
It changes it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
So yeah, no, because there's obviously nobody catches every single thing, the first time through. That's unless they put up a counter or something and say, look at this. This is what you're supposed to see.
Death count.
Yeah,
cool.
Exactly. I even though there was a little bit of repetitiveness in this and stuff, and I have seen people that did not like the ending to this movie, to The Damned.
Mm,
I I liked it. I thought that the ending was kind of expected, but also not.
mm,
And it fits within. I don't want to say certain things because like if you understand the mindset that the characters are in and what they're going through,
mm.
just from a physical and environmental standpoint,
Yeah,
and then you put on the superstitious beliefs, the religious beliefs, any of those things, um, and then the isolation,
yeah,
you begin to see how this could really take hold and make sense. Um, and but I also see how it feels like a cop out maybe that
yeah.
it's so and so it's not to say that anybody's if they didn't like the ending that you're invalid. It's just I liked it, but a lot of people also said what, I didn't like the ending, but everything leading up to that I absolutely loved. So
Yeah, no, I get it. Yeah.
yeah, good fun, good fun.
Mm.
So I'm glad that you had because I had it, but I had forgotten about it. And when you told me, you're like, "Oh yeah, that's right.
There's
We need
some
to."
movies I watch and like, this is drab and dreary and sad and dark. And yeah, Chris is gonna love this.
Well, yeah, you know. Oh goodness. Okay, we'll hit up the chat for a moment because I think maybe some people answered some of your questions too.
Awesome.
But let's see here. Let me go back to oh gosh, did I not oh there it is. Okay, I did. Um have you heard of a show, an Australian show called Black Snow? Yes. Have you seen this, Ruben?
Zombies?
No. No. No, it's a detective story. I reviewed, I think, season 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It was okay. It's kind of slow.
Mm.
Uh, was it Sundance Now? I think is the channel that has it, at least in the U.S. Or AMC Plus,
I
something
really
like
thought
that.
Black Snow was a zombie series.
No, that's Black Summer. Black
Yes.
Summer's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
This one, it uh, Sundance Channel was doing a lot of Australian and New Zealand shows.
Mm.
There's definitely what I noticed is there is an absolute feel to the production and the storytelling that
Okay.
is like like I was starting another series one time and didn't know anything about it, and I was like, "Wait, is this an Australian series?" And yes, it was because you could just
Because
you
But
yeah
what's
you
his
could
face is in it.
yes it
I
is
like
he
him.
is yes
And everybody immediately knows
yes.
who what's his face is.
Yes, it's an okay show. I didn't go back. I think there's a season 2. I didn't go back to it. So,
Right.
but I mean, give it a go if you like, slower, brooding detective type
Mm.
thing. He's damaged, which is nice. I mean, it adds the complexity.
I would like one time not to be slow or brooding and not to be damaged. Just a well-rounded person, human, that's doing okay. And he can fix everybody else's issues.
Did you? Well, okay, A Man on the Inside. Do that one. That's on
Okay.
Netflix. It's happy. Um, he's not well, he is brooding a little bit, but it makes sense. But he's also very uh, quirky and funny, and it will leave you with a smile on your face.
Great. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that, Mr. Flickster. Wait till the show is ended, and then binge the crap out of it.
Do it. Do it.
You've oved. Started right after it. Maybe that's supposed to be red. I don't know. I don't know what you're saying there, Chris. Loved. You loved Project Hail Mary. Started right after The Martian. Yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. The narration is just phenomenal in that one. So Ruben, yes, definitely do that. We used to highlight our TV guides to watch all the shows every week. I remember that, or or when to set the VCR.
I
It's
remember looking through TV guides to see what's coming up, and they're like, "Oh, like you've seen Aliens was going to be on TV or something." Man, good times,
yes.
simpler times.
Looking forward to Return of the Living Dead coming out later this year. Wait, what?
What?
Ooh,
What?
I just got the 4K of that. My family got that for me for Christmas.
Is Romero doing it?
I don't. I
What?
don't even. I am typing this up now because this is a. This is a. Oh,
It's a
I
classic,
remember this.
classic.
Yes. Yeah, no, we have seen the teaser for this. It does not. The trailer did not look like Return of the Living Dead. It takes place Christmas time. It's a couple. It's like a year and a half after the first movie,
Okay.
and it's coming out supposedly this Christmas, 2025.
Not last
Um,
Christmas.
no, that you gave me my heart. I gave you my heart.
Who's
Yeah, no, it's not. It's written and directed by a dude named Steve Walsh. Don't know who he is.
that?
I don't know. Um, I'm glad, Ella, that you're looking forward to this. I am very, very skeptical on this just because Return of the Living Dead holds such a special, campy place in my heart.
For a lot of people. Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't know. We'll see. It might be awesome. It may be, if it knows what it is and understands what it is, it may be kind of like Blood and Honey, or even the first Return of the Living Dead.
A homage. A homage.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh dear. Can't hear you.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me? It
Yeah.
looks like my internet took a crap for a second there.
Okay. Is
Okay.
it done?
I don't know. Yes, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. You will understand this then, Ruben. Ray Porter, who narrates Project Hail Mary, he voiced Darkseid
That's
in
cool.
Snyder's Justice League, and then many other animated characters.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm down for that. That's just like give me another reason to listen to it. Okay.
Best show of the year, Day of the Jackal. Haven't seen a whole lot. What about you, Ruben?
Of 2024?
Yeah. What would you put near, even if you don't have to choose the very number one top?
Good question. I want to say something different.
Okay.
An obscure one. I'm just looking. Sorry. I'm just checking that. You know what? I finished watching La Palma, and I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, predictable, but I
Yes.
like disaster. I don't know why. It's not like the world isn't a disaster, but like in the world, seeing how people react and make stupid decisions, and like shouting at them, "No, don't do that. Go up. There's water." Yeah.
The airplane scene at the end is just.
Oh my gosh. But I had fun with it. Yeah.
Yeah. I like, you have to take all of your belief and just go, we're not even going to pay attention to that anymore.
Yeah. No.
Oh, okay.
I think anime had a big year. My list would be too long to do an anime list. Yeah.
Yeah, over the year, you have talked a lot about some great animes that you've found, and some that you still need to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. All right. What We Do in the Shadows, Niket has been watching. Starring
Nice.
Matt Berry, yes.
Yeah.
I've only seen some of the first season. I mean, I love Matt Berry in it. The whole cast. The last episode, Father. The last episode I think I watched was when in season 1. So that tells you where I'm at in the show. But when they do the Vampire Council type of thing, or a trial or whatever. Genius. I think it was so good that they got all those people. So yeah.
It's so dry, the comedy. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, no, it's beautiful.
Like if you've seen like the original, yeah, you'll love the series. Yeah.
Okay. Why did DC have to start with Superman? But DC has other heroes. Yeah, I think that's a lot of.
Well, I think it's been confirmed now that Jason Momoa, because he's a mimosa, is going to be Lobo in the Supergirl movie, which I'm excited about because he's been campaigning for years. That's the character he wants to be. He's obsessed with it. He loves loves it. And then nothing was said, and we all thought it was done. And blah 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 blah. As long as it has some age restriction to it, because Lobo character is quite dark. He's this space bounty hunter. Yeah, and he's got some wicked powers. So,
okay, cool. Nightwing movie. Don't know who Nightwing is. I know who Darkwing Duck is.
Nightwing is Robin, one of the Robins that turn to Nightwing once he leaves Batman to not be under Batman's. So there'll be I think he's the original, like Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing, and then there's other Robins that Batman then trains.
Oh, okay. Green Lantern is due for a reboot. No, the
Ryan Reynolds one is amazing. If you watched that recently,
it's perfect.
That movie is great.
A++. Listen to Project Hail Mary. Okay, yeah. There you go, Ruben. Definitely add it to your list again. Want to ask, is it good enough to watch Manhunt? No. Not for me, no. Apple's historical things like that and Franklin, and even The Big Cigar, they just weren't doing it for me. It was just not the Manhunt, especially because they cast the dude Hamish Linklater as Lincoln. Now he was excellent in Midnight Mass. He was not right for Lincoln though at all. And and then Paul Giamatti's in this, and who I love. No, Patton Oswalt, doesn't really matter. It was just, no, I tapped out 1.5 episodes because it was just like, it's stupid. So I would say no, don't watch it. Juice, hey, we're glad you're here. Awesome.
Hello.
Good day. Staying in budget is this year's goal. Oh, okay. Ruben's thing. 1 or 2 less Lego sets. Yeah, you need to come and talk to my youngest. Oh gosh, yeah. Like we came home, I don't know, 2-3 months ago, something like that. A giant Lego box on the porch delivered, and of course, yes, it's for him. And we were like, "What the crap is this?" And he had gotten the Venador. Is that what it's called? The Venador?
It's so big.
It's
and it's
huge.
Got so many pieces. The black
and he
one.
has no, it's the gray and red one.
All right, okay.
But he also has the Imperial Starfighter. Okay. He's got, which is also still in its box, just out on the shelf because he has no room in his room for it.
Has he got the big Millennium Falcon one?
No.
Oh, I'll message him.
No, he knows about no. There's so many that he's not allowed to.
Did he get the Lord of the Rings Rivendell set as well?
No, not yet that I know of. Maybe he did. I don't know. Just was afraid to show.
I really want the Eye of Sauron tower thing.
Oh my
gosh,
the
Lego thing on that. It looks amazing. I say want. I don't need. Yeah.
Tough Cookie, make more art, drawing, painting, and calligraphy. Ooh,
nice.
Awesome. I have always been like astounded by calligraphy.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an art.
It is. Yeah.
Hey, I knitted this year. I knitted 2 scarves and I gave one to each of my boys.
That's awesome. That is.
It's not so awesome when you look at the scarf. because it starts like this, and then it goes like this, and then there's a little hole there, and then there's. I somehow dropped stitches and created some more, like during the knit. That's how you know it's made with love.
Exactly. What I don't. If I wanted something perfect and pristine, I could go buy it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what you get from me. Because I'm watching something and I'm going, it's fine.
Yeah. No, that's it. Yeah, that's cool. If you were to make me a toque and it turned out to be 7 feet long, that would be spectacular.
Also
I would
would
then
be
use
funny.
it would be a scarf as well as a toque. I mean, look at that. See, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good to go. Bithrian, streaming service is the movie on. If you're asking about the movie Ruben was talking about, Whitebird,
Oh,
it was
that's
on
Amazon
Prime.
in the UK.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. And you have to rent it in the US.
Oh, no. Yes, sorry. Prime Video, it's streaming. So if you have Prime, you don't have to rent it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then if you're talking about The Damned, that is in theaters, in limited, but it's probably also, if it's not right now, it's going to be very soon on
Yeah,
on
it'll
demand.
be out. If it's not out now, it'll be very soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll come
Gonna go
back.
back to the best thing we watched.
Yes. What you got?
Ugh. I'm slouching. That's what I got.
I know I've been slouching too.
Better posture. How now, brown cow. Okay, so with my boys being here, we watch anime. With my youngest, we watch 2 seasons of an anime. That is all there is at the moment.
Okay.
The original title is Kage no Juritsu Kuyokusha ni Narita ka Narita Takakutute. No, that's wrong. Narita Takutute. Narita Tataka. I'm having a special spasm.
Okay.
Kage no Juritsu Yusha Narita Takuti. I sound like I'm speaking Indian, and it's meant to be Japanese.
Okay.
All right.
Is
the
it
Eminence in Shadow. When Sid is whisked to another world, let's say, he creates an underground organization to live out a fight against made-up cult. Little does he know the cult is real, and they're not happy. His power fantasy just impeded their plans.
Ooh.
So what I loved, and what I still love about this anime, is it's funny, which is probably what fans of the original manga hate, because apparently it's really dark in the manga. But in this one, it's really light. This kid, the one thing that he wanted in life, he trained in, okay, I'm just going to do the spoiler at the beginning because it's the first episode and that's kind of how it sets up the story. But basically, he's like super fit and strong and he wants to be a hero. He wants to live out all those kind of fantasies of being the hero, the good guy, and have those romances, like everything manga, everything anime trope. He wants to live out all of those things. So he does. He puts on like a mask and he has 2 crowbars and he beats the crap out of like thugs and stuff. The thing is that he's still missing out on being able to do any magic because there's no magic on Earth, right? So then he gets hit by a truck, as you do. And he's reincarnated as a baby, but with all his thoughts as a human in the baby, only this time he's got magic and he becomes super powerful. So he starts, once he's like an adult, he starts building himself this shadow organization to be really cool. Like even when he's having meetings with the people that are in his organization, he'll set up the room beforehand to make it as epic as possible and prepare the lines of dialogue to make it as cool as possible. And everything he says seems to just happen. So when it's talking about like the cult, he made it up by looking at packets of something. I think it was sauce, the Diablo sauce. It was meant to be a hot sauce. And it turns out to be that there's this whole cult that is a Diablo cult. he just wants to live his life the best way possible. They think his organization uh, and they're all young pretty ladies, by the way, on his team, the Eminence of Shadows, are ridiculously powerful, but he is overpowered. So
Mm.
there's never a moment where I'm worried for our main character. You don't mind that this because there's so many bad people and evil people that want to kind of try and take him down. But he he says the most ridiculous lines, like "I am atomic," and he creates a magic bomb that is so big you can just figure out. Um, it's cheesy,
Okay.
it's pervy in places when it doesn't need to be. There's a bunch of characters that are super powerful. It has all the tropes that you expect it to be, and yet it doesn't take itself seriously at all, and it's just fun. I loved seeing how fate was going to work itself out with our character. So he says something and ends up doing the best possible thing to have the situation work out the best possible way. Now I hear it gets much darker, and there's a movie coming out this year.
Oh.
So whether they change the whole tone of it, I don't know, or go back to being much more authentic to the manga. I don't know if that is the case, but from someone who hasn't read the manga, I really enjoyed this series because I needed something light and something fun, and this one is all of those things.
Did you watch it sub or dub?
Original, so
Okay.
we read subtitles. Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. Okay.
Mm.
What's it on? Crunchyroll?
Crunchyroll, probably.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. For me, this is a series that just came out on Peacock. It's a mini series, and it's 5 episodes. I have one episode left, so I don't know how it ends.
Okay.
But as of right now, it is riveting. It's called Lockerbie: A Search for Truth,
Oh, is
and
it documentary?
no, nope,
Oh, okay.
drama.
It sounds like the documentary.
Yes, well, and it stars Colin Firth, and it's about the Lockerbie explosion of the plane, the Pan Am flight in 1988,
Oh yeah.
that blew up right over Lockerbie, and then actually, killed some of the people on the ground there as well. Obviously,
Mm.
everybody in the plane. But it's
Is it
Colin
about the
Firth.
aftermath, or is it about it going to explode?
No, it explodes within minutes of the first episode.
Oh, okay, and then
Um,
it's dealing with the consequences.
Yeah, it's Colin Firth plays the father. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Okay. I dipped out there for a second.
I
He
noticed.
he's he's excuse me. He is he's after the search for truth. I mean, that's even what the title is called, because he wants to know, and he's really the impetus for the investigation that
Is he a cop
eventually comes to light.
or
No, he's a
journalist?
doctor. He's a doctor,
Oh, he's a doctor.
and
Okay.
he becomes obsessed with this, and like even more so than you might think. Um, I mean, obviously his daughter died. He still has two other kids though. So there is some of that you get to see, and the tension that this causes with his wife and his personal relationships. Even his standing in the community, because he's pursuing getting the justice, finding the people who, or even encouraging the government to do something, to do an inquiry, whatever. He meets with powerful people. He gets things accomplished, and then he discovers other things, and it makes him wildly unpopular also.
Mm.
And I've watched the first 4 episodes. Like I said, I have one episode left. This is it's part like drama, and then part courtroom drama also, because we watch part of a courtroom scene play out, and I mean, it's riveting. I was like super just focused because it was so intense, just from dialogue. That, you know what I mean? And the thing that's getting me is I don't know the end of this story. And so I'm like, I'm fighting every bit of me to not Google these people.
What happened? Yeah.
Yeah, because it kind of just disappeared from, you know, the news. Now maybe in Scotland, even in the UK, this could be a much, you know, maybe covered more, something like that. But we have our own shit show here in the US going on for the last, you know,
Yeah.
several years. So the, you know, even if this was hitting the news, it would have been gone in 3 seconds. But it's a harrowing story, and it's very sad, but it's also very intriguing at the exact same time. There are points where I think they draw it out a little bit too much. And you could tell a little bit of it faster, but then there are also segments, like there's this one moment where we watch the wife of this doctor. She's processing finally her emotions, and it's a several minute scene of no dialogue, and just with the score playing, the environment, and watching her look and feel. And I would never want that part to be cut out. You know, that was a slower moment, but it's so integral to a character's development and a character's just the building of that. And it gives us, it humanizes her more than she already had been, which you know, is good. And it shows some good growth within her experience. This, like, I knew it was coming out, and then it had completely dropped off my radar.
Right.
And so now I like, ooh, we just decided, because I didn't really have much to watch, that, you know, and I was looking for something new and different, and it was like, whoa, wow, okay, let's give this a try. And after episode 1, I was like, yeah, let's keep going, because it was
Sounds wonderfully light for your first week in January of 2025.
yes, it is. But I mean, if you're looking for something new, you know that, and Peacock,
I mean, Colin Firth is fantastic, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, the makeup in this is really good, because we're talking 40 years almost, 35 years of, no, not even that, 30 years. Let's go 30 years of time passing. And so we watch him and his wife and the kids age, and they do it so well. I mean, just adding, you know, it's not like drastic makeup or anything else. And so like his hair will just begin to change color.
How long does the time span, like over a couple of decades then?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So but dude, put this on your list. It is like, I'm so excited to see where it goes, because I'm fully invested in the investigation that is going on.
Hopefully it has a fruition. There's a lot of like Netflix documentaries of similar subject matter. There'll never be a conclusion that feels satisfying. Even though this is not a documentary, it happened, you know, they're taken from a story that happened. So
it may not. Also, I'm prepared for that. They do say at the beginning of every episode, though, that they have added or removed some characters, changed some names, or even added little sequences for dramatic purposes. So it's not a full, like, this is exactly how the story has played out 100% of the time. It's we've taken the what's happened, and then we've dramatized it so that it is more engaging, more just tense and
Yeah.
everything else. But so
Okay.
far, I mean, with one episode left, I'm like, yeah, go watch this.
Nice.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah,
Do you want to
do
talk about the movie we watched together?
I do.
Cool. It's a movie that came out in 1998. It's
Yes.
also only 1 hour and 21 minutes long. So it's less than 90 minutes, which I think it helps. This movie has a pace that I love. It like just once it starts, it kind of doesn't stop. The editing plays a big part in this movie for it to work well. It basically has 3 storylines, and then, well, it has one storyline, but it's
3 versions.
3 versions of that storyline, and we end with I suppose, the good one.
Yeah.
So this wasn't the first time watch.
No. Run Lola Run.
Yeah. I was getting to. I was building up the suspense.
Sorry.
Just ruined it.
I'm sorry. I didn't say what it is. Yeah, this was not a first time. I thought it was because the last time I saw it was in like 1999 or something.
Oh, it's been a really long time. Yeah. I had a lot of fun with this. Did you? Oh no, I was waiting for you to respond. This is a podcast where we kind of go back and forth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's how this works. All right.
Cool.
Yes, no, I had a lot of fun with this too. It is like the pacing is there's so much energy in this because of the music that they have chosen, the soundtrack, which actually the director wrote the music and scored it. And then
I did not know that. Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, and what's her name? Franca Potente has she does a lot of the vocals in the music. Yeah.
Okay. I'd forgotten there was like this whole animation sequence, like for her running down the stairs, which is great. And it changes at one point because there's 3 different storylines. The first time I watched this, and I'd forgotten again this time, there's a moment that probably 45 minutes into the movie where the story comes to a head, and I'm like, what the crap? What's the rest of the movie about, right?
I did too. I had forgotten that, yeah. Some things I noticed. Some have nothing to do with anything other than they made me chuckle. But like, she is running in Doc Martens. Do you know how uncomfortable that has to be? I mean, those are weighty boots.
That's so 90s though, isn't it? In it.
Oh yeah, in it. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, come on. I mean, they're great. And when you're standing, that cushion is comfortable.
How's she never out of breath?
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, she sweats, but like, I'd be dying.
Oh, I would have been dead. Yeah, they're just running down the stairs, and that would have been enough. Sorry, you're gonna die. But the thing that I didn't like was very noticeable, and honestly was very distracting for me, is that this is shot on both 35 millimeter, and then sequences are shot on video, and the video sequences, holy crap, they are terrible looking.
I think they're meant to be though. It's this if it's the romance with the father storyline, those are the bits you're talking about.
Most of them, were with that. Yeah.
So it's a different perspective. I see what they were doing there, but yeah, you're not wrong. They're bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's very like it felt like a soap opera that was being recorded off of a TV with a video camera. You know what I mean? And like the whole thing, the framing is wildly different. It's like super up close. It's not steady at all. Like the camera is just, you can tell it's handheld. It's not shaky, but it's like, good Lord, sit still just a little bit more.
But it's purposeful. Like they obviously were going for that. But yeah.
I was like, because at the beginning I was like, oh, that was, wow, that the quality difference is so noticeable.
Especially as we're so far from its release now.
Yes, exactly. And the film portions though are still phenomenal. Like they are pristine and look excellent. Um,
Beautiful film grain in it.
yeah, yeah. I loved the story too. I mean, the frustrations and the choices that she has to make along the way, and
There's
how.
a there's an editing choice which I don't think I've seen in other movies, and I'm scratching my head as to why we haven't seen it used before. Where she runs past characters she just meets for a split second, then you get a barrage of still photography that kind of shows the lifespan of what just happened or what's about to happen, where that person ends up. And sometimes it's really dark, sometimes it's comical, but it's such a clever way for us, like doing backstory to a character that we don't necessarily need to know,
Mhm.
but it's on her run, on her journey. That's like 20 minutes of she's got to get there. That's how, the story goes. And I just thought it was like, wow, that's genius. Like, I love that.
Well, and showing how there could be a small change in somebody else's behavior that then
Yes.
affects the rest of their life,
Yeah.
and what that does. And I was like, oh, that's yeah, very
Yes,
clever.
I mean, I think this film comes down like the director's great, but the editing is what makes this movie because it has, with the comic sequences, making Lola feel like she's fighting against the clock constantly,
Hmm.
whatever timeline she's in or whatever storyline she's in. It always feels like she's, fighting it. And then the ending as well is just like, oh my goodness, okay, like a totally different feel of Seven. Like, what's in the bag? So
Yes, yes. Well, the director, um, like I was like, I know this name. Why do I know this name? It's Tom Tykwer, and I'm probably mispronouncing his last name, but that's okay.
mm.
Tykwer.
Yeah, it's got a
He
weird
though,
spelling.
yeah, he is the writer, creator, and showrunner for Babylon Berlin, which
Ah,
I loved that series. So
okay.
yeah, it's
He also
yeah, and
directed Cloud Atlas, but we won't talk about that.
yeah, he also he wrote and directed Perfume, the story of a murderer.
Oh, that was good.
The
Mm.
book is awesome. It's very strange and
Yeah, it's a
weirdly
weird
written,
story.
but yeah. So anyway, yeah, no, I'm glad you chose. I don't know what made you choose this, but
I don't know where that came from in my mind. Like, what the hell?
yeah, lots of fun though. It was.
Was
It
so
was
much
just
fun.
yeah, just a great yeah. So Run Lola Run from 1998. If you've never watched it, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely should have this. Like, there's like a 2 to 3 thousand movies you should watch in a lifetime. This has always been one that people talk about. Like, hey, have you seen this movie? Because it's unique. Even now, like so much later on, it's before Crank. There was Run Lola Run.
Yes. 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 Crank or yeah, Run Lola Run ran so that Crank could sprint.
Yeah, it heart palpitation his way through the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, all right. Should we go back to the chat for a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me find our place because, you know. Let's see here. So, Mr. Flickster, the best thing you watched this week, Hitman. Exquisitely directed, an intelligent, compelling yet historical script, riveting performances, fabulous costume designs. I I don't. Why does it?
You definitely it's a Netflix movie.
Oh,
It's
oh,
about
with
the
Glenn
con
Powell.
man. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Cool. And close. Not without singing the blues. Close from 2022.
Is that close is I want to say Nomi Rapace? Rip.
No. Oh no. It's the intense
Oh.
friendship between. Am I there again? Did I disappear?
No,
The
no.
in- okay. The
You're
intense
fine.
friendship between two 13-year-old boys, Leo and Remy, suddenly gets disrupted. Struggling to understand what has happened, Leo approaches Sophie, Remy's mother. Close is a film about friendship and responsibility.
Huh.
Oh.
See, there is a movie in 2019 called Close with Nomi Rapace, and I like that movie.
Was that on Netflix?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I don't think you
Uh,
liked it like
I
as much
didn't
as I
like
did.
that one. Yeah,
No.
no. Um, yeah, this is a French film. Okay, cool. I don't know if I've even heard of this, but it looks great. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. 2020. Let's see. There we go. Hitman 2024. Glenn Powell. Soft, quiet, understated. Okay, here we go. Because they're out of it. So there you go. So close. Soft, quiet, understated, but packs such an emotional punch. Okay.
Nice.
Best thing we watched for crochet while and listen. Castle season 3.
Hey, you're getting through those seasons, eh? That's some great binging.
Matlock season 1. Now, is this with Kathy Bates?
This must be the new one. I'm intrigued.
I my dad used to watch Matlock, and so I would
Yeah,
watch
that
that.
has some.
Yeah, it was fine. I mean, Andy Griffith, you know.
Okay. I'm
Yeah.
saying, would you be able to differentiate the?
Oh yeah, it's been forever since I watched that. Yeah, and then Star Trek.
Um,
I don't know
Star
what
Trek season 1 is a 5
what's
out of 5.
TOS.
TOS. This
The other side, the
No.
outer surface.
So we got Voyager, you got Deep Space Nine, you've got Generations, you've got what's the one with what's his face from Quantum Leap?
Scott Bakula.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was the captain in Star Trek for 4 seasons.
Yeah, I don't know.
They got the animation. You've got the Netflix one. Which one is it? What's TOS? Heck damn it! I'm a huge Trekkie. Why don't I know this?
The other side. I'm going with that. Has 30 episodes in season 1.
Oh, the original. It's the original one. 1966 to 1969. Is that the one you're talking about?
I don't know. Is
The original series, TOS.
Is there 30 episodes in season 1?
Let's say yes. I don't know.
It tells
I'm
you
clicking
at
it.
the top.
It's not telling me.
Yeah, it does. If you go to episode guide right above.
No.
Star Trek.
No.
29 episodes.
Okay.
In this, so maybe that is. Oh
yeah,
no, it is 30 because
the pilot is not counted.
Episode 0. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
Are we looking forward to the Alien show?
Yes.
Yeah. Noticed a trend that we're headed in more of a weekly format, and unfortunately, I don't think it works. I don't like it. But yes, I do know. On some of them, like Apple has, and HBO has always done like weekly.
I feel like it works for some really meaty, heavy shows, but some that are like light, that are also like one contained story that's kind of chopped up. It's very hard to get into, weekly on that.
Well, and remember, before on Apple with Billy Crystal.
Good Lord.
30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
No,
Watching
just give us the whole thing.
Doesn't seem like a smart idea.
No. Heretic. Good movie. Ending is up to us to decide. That's the point of the movie. We choose how it ends. Dead, alive, heaven, hell. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is the dam streaming? I don't think it's streaming just yet. It's in theaters limited. Is it streaming where you're at, Ruben? Or
No
is it okay? Historical horror favorite. Looking forward to watching The Damned, The Devil's Bath. The Devil's Bath was actually kind of fun. Like I enjoyed that one. Thine Ears Shall Bleed. I have not heard of that one though.
I feel like you just cursed me. Hey, Ruben. Thine ears shall bleed.
Yeah, let's see here. Ooh, well, that poster right off the bat, yes. To see about that. That looks like it could be fun. And then your American Primeval. I started watching this.
So have I. We can't say anything yet, though.
We can't. I'm conflicted.
Really?
Yes.
I am surprised. Okay.
The conflict comes from the technical issues or perspective.
Seriously.
Yeah, we can talk off here.
We'll talk about yeah.
Ruben, are we getting any top 10 lists from you?
No.
Okay. There you go. The Running Man. Oh, that could be fun. Who's in that?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Well, no. It's probably Glenn Powell. It is Glenn Powell. I said that as a joke.
Wait, there's a new one?
Dude. It's directed by Edgar Wright.
No.
Yes.
What?
Yeah. Right now,
that could be really good.
Yeah, right now, according to IMDb, November 7th. So,
right. That suddenly jumped right to the top of my sorted list.
I don't like the description on IMDb, though. The futuristic United States of 2025, when the world has become a dystopia.
Too soon?
So you're you're just talking about the present? What is...
Did you just film the news? Cool.
Oh gosh. Wow. Oh yeah, this has just jumped in my wow.
How have you not heard anything about this?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. You like Ripley. Awesome. You liked Ripley also too, didn't you, Ruben?
Yeah, it was really arty, black and white. I didn't see so many people got upset with me because I really like the movie, and I still like the movie because it's a contained story. But the Ripley TV series was, I think, 8 episodes and like hour long, some of them over an hour, and it's beautiful to look at. But I just felt like it was really drawn out in places, but still wonderfully acted. Yeah.
Okay. Sincerely hope DC makes an Animal Man movie. That's just these character names just they crack.
It's brilliant.
I want to see Condiment Man.
Yeah,
that's what I want. Oh, saw the movie All the Money in the World. Oh, is that the one? Yes. Let's see here. I want to make sure. It's the one that they yes, they had to reshoot with Christopher Plummer because he replaced Kevin Spacey. It's a Ridley Scott film about the kidnapping of John Paul Getty. And yeah, so some of it you could tell. I enjoyed it, I think. I saw it in the theater.
Right. Going back to The Damned, it's only coming out here on the 10th of January in theatrical release. So it might be a little while until it gets... Because apparently it's having a full cinema run at least in all the Irish cinemas.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if it has anything.
UK and Irish cinemas, 10th of January. Yeah.
Weird that it's yeah, that's strange.
So is it out for you already at the cinema then?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
So
cool.
Viralverse wants to know, Ruben.
Yeah.
Why Tuesday? Why not Saturday, Sunday, or other day?
So it was like someone said it as a nickname one time and sang the song at me. Go by Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben. Obviously, because of legal reasons, I couldn't do Ruby Tuesday. So it became the Ruby Tuesday because my name as a annoying McTake that your friends, you would call you Ruby or do the Ruby. Yeah, so became the Ruby Tuesday. And the Live Long Tuesday is again a play on the Ruby Tuesday, but it is also a Trek thing. Go in peace.
Nanu.
Live long and prosper. Yeah. Did you just say nanu?
Yes.
Mock calling awesome.
Exactly. Oh, hey, that's awesome. You're going back to school for graphic design. Dude, have fun.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, have we ever done any paid review for a movie or series? No.
I don't think I ever will. I mean, if they wanted to sponsor me, say, hey, we love your reviews and we'll sponsor you to talk about our series. If in that description it goes, but you, whether you liked it or hate it, say what you like about it. We just, then fair enough, go for it. But you lose all credit, like IGN, they're owned by Warner. They give most of Warner's movies high ratings and their games high ratings. You can't trust anything that comes out of them. Rotten Tomatoes can be review bombed. Like there are things that critics want to try and keep as much as possible, as authentically as possible, because it's such a balancing line that it can teeter. So if anybody does, then I don't think you can call them a movie reviewer or critic.
No. At that point, it's just a promo, right? It's an advertisement.
Exactly. It's just an advertisement. And you could do that. You could say, oh, yeah, I won't call it a review, though. You say, hey, guys, I got to watch the movie. They have said that they're sponsoring me for this. I liked these parts. Maybe you could do a spoiler, or I love this actor in this and doing that. But it's not a review. I enjoyed it. Go and see it if you want. But yeah.
Yeah. I agree. I don't even think I would do that just because it muddies the waters.
You can't critically and analyze it non-biasedly. And even when we do reviews, we're still biased because it's your framework as a human. What makes you you is what you're going to put into it, regardless of your studying and film and all of that. The mood you are in while you're watching that film also will come out. So we do as best as we can. I know we do as best as we can to like be as non-biased as possible, but everybody has their own thoughts.
Yeah, there's always going to be a little bit of bias in there. Yeah,
there's always. Yeah. So if you do that and then put money in the play.
Yeah, I had one time where there was a BBC, like I had a documentary channel or something like that, and they wanted me to promote a specific show, and I was like, no, I will, or they wanted me to, talk highly about this, and I was like, well, I haven't seen it first off, but no, if you want me to promote your service and mention that this is a show that's coming up.
Hey, the show's on there. It stars these people. Sure.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you whether or not it's good. I'm not going to give you any opinion on that. And that becomes then a sponsorship, which is clearly delineated and talked about.
And we have to be careful. It's quite tricky because I get requests that aren't necessarily sponsorship, but like, hey, do you want to have your quote on our Blu-ray cover? So we haven't reviewed it yet, but they're giving you the link to watch the movie. And it's like, yeah, so you can have your name, and generally, because they're not going to put 1 star, 1 star, don't see this movie.
Yeah.
The Ruby Tuesday says it's always going to be 4 or 5 stars, outstanding. And so to get your name out there, to be on the jacket of a movie, or you're going to a press thing and they give you goodie bags, or it's the press showing is the night before and it's an open bar. Then but they still try to like butter you up.
Yeah. Awesome. Mr. Flickster's going for graphic design so that it can make comic books.
That's so cool.
Spectacular. Nice. Well, you'll have to let us know when you have one ready so we can go out and buy it.
Yeah.
The Rivendell Lego set is awesome. Definitely need that one to go with Barad-dûr. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't have space or the money to be doing that. I want it. I'm getting close to I need it, but my wife would disagree with me.
Well, yes. Oh, okay. So Amy saw Agency, binged all of it. So good. Didn't want it to end, and now hope we don't have to wait too long for season 2. Nice. I have not watched it at all. Ruben, I think, disagrees on a little bit of that.
I mean, I haven't gone back to it, but
Okay.
I was watching Lioness, which is a very differently, much more intense action moments. You know, it's much faster pace. So then I went into the agency, and it was so slow.
Oh,
Yeah, so I was like, oh. So I watched the first episode. It was good, but I was like, I can't handle this right now. But on Amy's recommendation, I'll probably go back to that then.
nice. Nice. Yeah, I haven't thought about that movie in years. Loop Lapita, I've heard that kind of a remake. Do you remember?
Yes, I saw that, and then I stopped watching it because it was basically the same premise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did I no,
Did you
I
review
didn't
that
see
one?
that. No,
Mm,
I don't think I saw that one.
mm.
Came out in 2022. Oh my gosh, and it's so much longer. Two
Yep.
hours and 11 minutes.
Yep.
Ah,
Doesn't need to be that, does it?
no, it does not. Because they did it in 80 minutes, and so there you go.
Mm.
Um, I have not watched Shrinking season 1 or 2. Uh,
I loved season 2. I just finished it recently, like over the holiday break. I was surprised. I'm going to say something that's going to shock people, but I think this might be one of Harrison Ford's best roles. Like, he's done a bunch. We've seen him as Indy. We've seen him as the ruffian. You know, we've seen him as the hero, and we've seen him as the anti-hero. Here he's playing a psychiatrist who needs therapy, but he's also trying to look after the two therapists that are in his organization, like, you know, his little therapy room, because he feels like they're family, and they basically are. So it's just a show about therapists that need therapy. But my word, there are moments in this that had me in tears. There's a storyline with the one of the main characters that you love from Ted Lasso, who swears like a trooper.
oh, yeah. Roy.
Yeah, Roy.
Brett Goldstein.
His scenes in this movie were brutal, and he was so good in it. I want more. Like, once you start this, it's so hard to stop, and it's sometimes hilariously funny. It can be stupidly funny, like in a very real way, and then the next moment it'll just be like someone has literally slugged you in the solar plexus. Yeah.
Nice. We miss it. Okay, Matlock with Kathy Bates. It's not what you think it is. Don't want to spoil it. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Your dad watched Matlock too, and you like the new one. That's outstanding.
Noise.
Okay. Yep. See the original series. You were right on Star Trek there. Enterprise. Wish the finale ending was better or ended better.
I did. I love that series though, but yeah, I agree on the ending. Yeah.
Okay. Severance. Looking forward to it. I am. I'm looking forward to season 2, and it did take a while, but if they do the story right, it'll be worth it.
Yep. Agreed.
Okay, so Crochet a While and Listen posts every movie trailer you see on the Discord. So see, one more reason to go to the Discord. It's in our descriptions. Badger, hey, always live long on Tuesdays. Chris live long on Monday through Fridays. Can't wait till Saturday. Oh, dude, ain't that the truth? Yeah. Or Herman, first off, hi. Yeah, Virgin River. Oh my gosh. Yeah, season 6 is just it's going to be really tough to go back to season
Oh
7.
my gosh! And you've been championing this series like from the get-go.
Yeah, this has been one of those feel good, just I know what the show is and it knows what it is. And I think this is the first time that I gave it such a low rating because I was so fed up. I didn't care. Like, we're just all over the place.
And like my wife and I, we tapped out in season 3 because we were like, oh, we can't with this anymore. Like, love some of it, but now it's too much.
Yeah. This is even more. Like, so if you didn't like it then, you're gonna hate it now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be going back to that.
Costline Maverick. Hey, watch Craven the Hunter. Really enjoyed it. Also saw Nosferatu also, and like that as well. Yeah, Nosferatu. You still don't have that there in the UK, right, Ruben?
No, it's out now. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Mm.
Are you gonna go see it?
Probably not. Nobody wants to watch it with me, so I will just wait for it to come to streaming.
Oh.
Be sad and watch it all by myself.
Okay, well then you're gonna have to have it blacked out
Because
it
it's
is
dark.
dark. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, Chris agrees with you, Ruben. Top Harrison Ford roles until Red Hulk.
I'm sure he's going to be amazing in that.
Oh, I loved him in Morning Glory
Mm.
with Diane Keaton and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, that was
He's
a surprise.
so grumpy in that, and yet that end is like just so sweet and tender.
Mm.
Best TV show, 2024, Slow Horses. Oh, shamelessly binged. There should be no shame.
Yeah.
Voyager was favorite Star Trek, followed closely by DSN. So,
nice. Yeah. Those are Star Treks.
What's the best Star Trek movie?
I mean, there is no fight. It's the Wrath of Khan. That's
yes.
You want to say the remake, don't you?
The Kelvin timeline. I love those. I mean, the third one. I
also like the Kelvin timeline, and I watched the third one. It holds up better than I thought it did.
It does, and especially I love the use of Beastie Boys that at the climax.
Is great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. My movies and munchies. I do occasionally still review snacks. It's half the time it's because I don't find anything that's worth even talking about or that's even unique. That was the other thing.
I should send you some from the UK.
Yeah, I have a store here though in the US. And maybe it's only in California. I don't know. It's called World Market. It used to be called Cost Plus. And they have a whole candy section and food section that's international. And it's broken up by country. So I can go I want German stuff. Here's the German stuff.
Please do some South African food. I want to see you eat some of that.
I will see if they have it. That doesn't sound, yeah. But yeah, I need to get more into that again.
I mean, it's in your title, dude.
I know. It's just, it's finding things. I think the best ones, though, are always the ones where they're disgusting. And I try them for the very first time.
I need to change my name so I get to have the goodies.
I did have somebody send me, and it was unsolicited, and they were like, you don't even have to talk about it if you don't want to. I don't care. They just liked it. It was some beef jerky company. Holy crap. And so they sent me a whole bunch of packages, and I was talking about it on a review just because I was like, hey, they sent, I'm under no obligation to talk about this. I like this one, not too much. And they were like, oh, you really like the hot stuff? We sent you more. And they sent me some hot ones where one of them was like,
oh my gosh, was it
I can't talk now.
Nice.
So yeah, okay. Maybe that's my my goal for 2025 to do more munchies in my reviews. So Amy, thank you. Hold me accountable. Okay. I'll see what I can do. Chris is going to watch Nosferatu on Discord with you, Ruben.
Awesome. That'd be great. Let's do it. We'll watch the cam version, so it's even darker, right?
Oh, even better. Yeah, it's shaky and yeah, nice. Wrath of Khan also for Crochet Wellness.
That's the only answer. It's Wrath of Khan.
It's great. I mean, it really is.
The original and the Kelvin timeline. They're both. I know people get funny about the Kelvin timeline Wrath of Khan version. I loved Benedict Cumberbatch. I think he did a phenomenal job as that character. So, yeah, Right.
He's so good. Yeah, yeah. Voyage Home is a close second with the movies. Um,
Mm,
is that Voyage Home? Is that five,
I don't
six?
know. I mean, it's hard for me to choose because I love First Contact. I think that's a great film. I like the one with the Borg Queen.
Mm,
That was great. Voyage Home is great. What's the one with the whale?
yeah. Is that the Voyage Home
Yeah, that
where
might be
they
the
have to
Voyage Home.
save the?
They were
I
just
remember
fun. Yeah.
I saw the first Star Trek movie in the theater,
Wow. The motion
and I
pictures.
the motion picture, and I
Wow.
slept
Yeah.
through parts of it.
Yeah.
I showed it to my kids. I don't know, 10 years ago, something like that,
Long, right?
and just not worth it.
No.
And there's dirt on the lens on parts of it. Just
Brilliant.
it's yeah.
But Star
Skip
Trek
that one.
Generations, the movie, the first one, when those movies started, I was like, yeah, I'm down for this. This is great.
Oh, I've never seen them because
One
I
of
never
the
watched.
one of the Generations movies, the ship separates for a crash landing, and it's awesome. It's great.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
Okay. Oh, yep. See, okay. So it's not just in California. Um, Amy knows world market also, so it's probably at least in the Western U.S. So yeah, Ruben, what kind of food do South Africans eat on a daily basis?
I mean, it's been a while, but like, there's foods like Stoney's ginger beer. There's Chappies. That's a chewing gum that has like on the inside of the chewing gum wrapper, it has all these. Did you know?
Oh,
Like like funny
like
joke things.
Bazooka, like Bazooka
Sure.
Joe.
There's
You have
crisps. No, I have no idea what you're talking
okay.
about. There's crisps called knickknacks and Simba chips. Called like the advert was always Simba raw with flavor. Uh, so get that. There's Mrs. Ball's chutney, which I'm sure you'd love to try, Chris.
Okay, there's a whole lot to unpack in just that those couple words.
There's cream soda, which is not your cream soda. It's a cream soda in a can. There's iron brew that's very different.
Why is the cream soda? We have cream soda in a can.
It's
What's the
very it's different. No,
Does it taste like dirt?
No, it's just better. There's Fanta grape, which is one of the
Oh,
best
we have
drinks.
Fanta grape here.
No, it's not the same. It's
Okay.
not it's not the same.
Okay.
There's Steers chips. Their seasoning is like people will fight you for that seasoning. You know, when people went crazy in McDonald's, give me my Szechuan sauce. My Szechuan sauce. Yes, it's like that. Yeah, it's probably all the E numbers, but it's amazing.
Hmm. The sodas, they're bottled typically in the country that they're sold, or at least around the country that they're sold.
Sure.
It's not like stuff in Russia. If you get a Pepsi, I don't know if you can
Yeah,
get Pepsi in Russia, but it's not bottled in the U.S. and then sent over there.
Hmm.
When I was in Ukraine, um, I got was it a Pepsi or a Sprite? And it was bottled in the Nasty River because it did not taste right at all. Like I was so, and because we were told not to drink the water either at this point in time.
Right.
And so I got this at a gas station.
Did it like go like you were actually opening it?
Oh yeah, no, it had carbonation, the whole thing. It's just because sodas are predominantly water.
Yeah.
With a lot of sugar and flavoring and stuff thrown in.
Yeah.
The water.
Oh dear.
Oh, not. I did not finish that at all, and I was so thirsty. But yeah, so I can believe that the Fanta grape is different.
Yeah.
Because it's
very different.
Yeah. Chocolate covered cinnamon gummy bear. Ugh. Not the summertime. I have to go get one. What do you think? I have this.
Thinking about that. Okay.
I have. We have.
Chocolate covered.
My family gets chocolate covered gummy bears all the time. I am not a fan of those at all. That is.
Oh man, I just have the theme tune in my head now. Don't you have the theme tune?
Gummy bears bouncing here and there and everywhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Amy, I could send it to you like in a private thing, but I don't have like a PO box or anything else, so I don't want to put my address on the internet.
Yeah, everybody, you'll get some random stuff. Everybody
Yeah.
send Chris the thongs, used
Well,
ones.
no, no. Just remember, I have a lot of knives, so if you show up to my house,
I'm gonna
um,
use some.
I have pointy things. So stabby, stabby. Um, there be whales, Captain. I don't even know what accent that was.
What was that? That was
I don't know.
special.
We're just going to keep going on. Waiting for the fourth new timeline in Star Trek. I didn't know there was a fourth one coming. That's
Oh man. It kind of makes sense that there is one. Yeah.
okay. Let's we'll come back.
Yep.
Let's go to our poo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
What you got?
I don't have any.
You don't have any?
Uh-uh.
Oh, wow. Well, good for you. Mine is Missing You. It is the Harlan Coben series that dropped on Netflix
I
on
didn't
January
even-
1st.
Didn't even go there. I was not doing that to myself.
I was pissed. Like, oh my gosh. Okay. We're going to ignore the fact that Richard Armitage is in like the third or fourth Harlan Coben thing.
Armitage.
Yes. We have this story of this detective who her fiance just up and left, disappeared like a decade earlier. Okay. Right around the same time, her dad, a cop also, was murdered. So that's one storyline. There's another storyline where this kid comes to the detective to say, hey, something's not right. My mom has been, she's disappeared. She's missing. She sent me a message, says she was going to date this one guy or go on vacation with this one guy. And I need your help finding him. Ignore all of the conveniences and the things that just don't make any sense with that kid and how he can break into somebody's house and then not get in trouble. And then the cop ends up, oh yeah, I'll totally help you and all this stuff. That storyline is actually the most interesting aspect of the story. They follow it, but have no explanation for why is bad person doing what bad person is doing. Like you can guess and you can infer, but that once that is finished, it just disappears. It's like,
Oh, damn.
okay. Then we have the ghosted fiance and the dead dad, murdered dad, and how those kind of intersect. That's the least interesting part about this series, but that's what they focus on the majority of the time on. And you have in Slow Horses, one of the slow horses, Louisa, is wait, is that her character name or is that her her actor name? She she was the one who was dating men when something it is her character name, Louisa. Like I like her in Slow Horses, and she gets to be a lead in this show, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Get to see what she can do. Oh my gosh, the writing sucks. She's just relegated to looking forlorn and sad the entire time.
Gosh.
This is a shorter series too. I think it's 5 episodes, and don't even waste your time on this. It will frustrate you to no end because the answers are fine, whatever. They're stupid, and so much convolution happens. So then when we get to the finale, you're like, oh. And let me just ask this question: if your fiance ghosted you a decade earlier, like just up and disappeared, Would you ever want to rekindle anything with them? Should you
No.
ever find them?
No, that would be narcissistic. Really, pretty stupid.
Counterintuitive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't watch Missing You.
What did you rate it?
2.
Generous.
Could have gone a little lower.
But
The
Richard
acting-
Armitage is in it.
Yeah, well, yeah, and James Nesbitt. So hey, we've got I mean, the acting was fine for what it was. The actors are doing their best with the
With what
craft
they
they're
have.
given.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, and it was 5 episodes, so it was shorter, but it was still terrible.
Cool. Scratch that
Yeah.
one off the list.
Yes, yes. You want to talk about what we're looking forward to?
Sure. There's a film coming to Netflix called The Bank of Dave 2, The Lone Ranger. I don't know if you ever saw this, but you'll recognize the actor, Rory Kinnear.
What is this called?
Bank of Dave 2. So the first one was really it was a heartwarming film. It was pretty cool. It was different. So 2 years after founding his own bank, local hero Dave Fishwick takes on the predatory payday lenders, bringing misery to his small English town. It's like an anti-hero, and he's back for more. He's a great actor. I'm looking forward to this one.
Okay. IMDb is down for me, so I'm looking up. Yeah, it was weird. It was down last night also at one point. The Lone Ranger, LOAN Ranger. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. When does
Recommend
that come
watching the
out?
first movie this week. I don't know
Oh,
when, but this week.
huh.
But more importantly, My Happy Marriage season 2 starts this week,
I don't
which
know
is
what that is.
fantastic. It's an anime. Mio's powers. What? Mio's powers are everyone's last hope. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Anyway, it's like romance with magic, period, and somehow was just fantastic. It was a romance anime that I didn't know that I needed in my life, and ended up being on a lot of people's best of lists for season 1, and season 2 is just around the corner. It'll be weekly, so there is that, but I didn't mind watching this one weekly. It was just I think anime kind of works with some of them, where you watch every week, you just kind of watch the next kind of slice of whatever is coming in. So obviously you mentioned American Primeval.
Yeah.
We will talk about that off air. I'm really looking forward to reviewing that. Sakamoto Days is another original anime that's coming. I think is also going to be individual episodes, but the look of it looks fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a Polish limited series coming on the 8th called Hounds Hill. It's a mystery thriller. So I always have time for the Polish series. They are very hit and miss for me, though.
Yes.
So we will see. There's also a French movie coming out on the 10th called Ad Vitam. So I don't. It's like a thriller,
it's a crime
yeah,
drama. Okay.
yeah. So we'll see there. There's a movie coming out. I believe it's coming out on Friday or Thursday. It's probably going to hit like your art house theaters,
Right.
but it's The Last Showgirl with Pamela Anderson.
Wow.
And I have the screener for that. I'm going to watch it like probably today or tomorrow. It's if you ever watched her documentary on Netflix,
Yeah.
which was raw and it was so touching. Like it humanized her and made you really feel for all the crap that she went through and had thrust on her and everything else. How she was, just all kinds of life circumstances. But it also, at one point, it touched on her auditioning for a role. This is that role, and she is the lead in this. And so it's as an aging Las Vegas showgirl. And
Interesting.
so it will, yeah. So we'll see. I hope it's going to be good. Fingers crossed. And then personally, because it started on Friday and is running through tomorrow, at least where I'm at. Maybe it's at more days where you're at, but 7 is in IMAX, and I am seeing it tomorrow night.
Awesome. Nice. That's going to be fantastic.
Yes, I'm so excited. So
there's a film called A Real Pain. I don't know if that's already been out for a while.
It has been in the US. Yeah, okay. I saw it at Sundance.
Okay, so that finally hits UK cinemas on the 8th. Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg directs it.
Oh, okay. Stars and directs?
Nice. Yeah, and him and is it Rory McCulkin?
I think it's Rory. It's one of the Culkins, yeah.
Yeah, Culkin, not McCulkin, Culkin. There's a sweetness to it. It's also kind of sad and melancholy also.
Okay. Kieran. Okay.
Kieran, okay. So, but yeah, it's worth seeing.
Okay.
So, all right. Sorry, let's see here. Okay, we'll go back to the chat and then we'll wrap up. Cool.
Okie day.
Edible Fong's reaction. At first, I read that as edible things, and I'm in California, and so that's perfectly legal. And I do have chewy things with fun stuff in them. But I'm just going to leave that there.
Let's do this, people. I believe in us.
Do you remember way back in the day when there was a Fredericks of Hollywood?
No.
I don't know. You're probably not in the UK. But there was also these stores sometimes that had like the funky adult section.
Oh, yeah.
And you could buy like edible underwear. And it was like, it looked like fruit roll-up. I'm not sure why you would put it on yourself, because
interesting.
I mean, I understand the reason why you would put it on yourself, but I don't know why you would put it on yourself. It just didn't seem. Yeah. P.O. Box, not home address. Yeah, I don't have a P.O. Box, unfortunately. Poo of the week, Another Earth. Another Earth. Is that the Shyamalan Will Smith?
No, wasn't that After Earth?
Oh, that was, yes.
What are you talking about? That's
Another Earth. Oh, that's unfortunate. It has Britt Marling in it too. I need to. IMDb's down again. The crap.
Oh yeah, it is down. Weird.
Okay, sorry. I was going to look that up.
Like a docs?
Maybe, I don't know. Yesterday too. It was
Wikipedia is just as good. So it stars Britt Marley, Mike Cahill. Premiered at Sundance. The film earned 2 nominations at its 38th Saturn Awards for Marling's performance and for Cahill's and Marling's writing. The critical consensus of Rotten Tomatoes calls it slow-paced but soulful.
I remember this coming out. William Maypother. He's related to Tom Cruise, isn't he? Like a cousin or something like that. He was also in Lost, I think.
I want to say I've seen this and instantly forgot it. So
yeah, I haven't seen. I like Britt Marling, but not all of her movies work.
No.
Okay. Discovery of a duplicate. Sorry. That's the description of it. Discovery of a duplicate Earth in the solar system. It's slow and boring. Okay. Oh,
cool.
All right. So see, okay. IMDb was also down for Crochet While and Listen. So it's
worldwide.
Yep. Let's see here. Poo of the week for Mr. Flixer, Red One. Oh,
Dude,
is that the one?
I actually watched this as well.
Is that George Lucas's?
No. This is the new Christmas movie on Amazon that cost 250 to make.
Oh, we thought that we thought was a Netflix
50
movie.
million. Yeah, that we thought it was a Netflix movie. Yeah.
Ah,
And feels like a Netflix movie. I'm surprised at how much heart this film doesn't have. Like, it lacks everything. It lacks everything that a Christmas movie is. And the budget for what we get, I don't understand what this movie is. Like, I'm just like, all right, cool. The best thing about this movie is what's his face, but he's in it for like 6 minutes.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Flixer, you're not wrong. It's like I went in with such a low expectation, and it managed to exceed that.
Wow. Have you seen Horizon: An American Saga Chapter 2? I need to see the first one.
Is Chapter 2 out?
I don't know. I think. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell because IMDb is just not really reliable at the moment. Oh, yeah, it is on April 3rd.
Yeah.
So it hasn't come out yet. I don't know. Yeah, I do want to wait until Chapter 2 is out, and then I may watch it. But that's 6 hours of Kevin Costner Western.
The American Saga.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
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 Looking forward to Roswell Delirium. Is that a series? Getaway.
Yes.
Getaway looks fun.
Yeah. Goosebumps. That's
Goosebumps
where
too.
my eyes went. Yeah.
Nice.
But it's an anthology series. It's not like they did in the first season. And they haven't even continued with the same actors. You know, they set up a whole world and story there. I liked what's the name's character in it as well. I'm sad that he's not going to be back. Is it Justin Long? Interesting character he was playing. So yeah.
Yeah, Getaway is Nick Frost.
So
I'm
yes.
looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
Yes. White Lies. Huh. What?
That a new season?
Not White Lotus.
Oh, White Lotus.
But White Lotus is also coming out with season 3. I'm
What's White
curious
Lies?
at that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not heard of that. Cool.
If the Avengers showed up at our house, what would you do? Call my insurance company.
Take them out for Swama.
Thomas, you're seeing the 3-hour Count of Monte Cristo this afternoon.
Nice.
Nice. Did it just come out? Because it wasn't out, right?
I thought they were doing a TV series. Is that
no?
not what
This was no. This is actually a French production.
Right.
It did come out at the end of December. So yeah, I don't know where.
It's literally out to rent and buy now.
Is it really?
At least in the UK. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll have to see if maybe I can find it to rent also. Also watched The Damned last night. Really liked it.
Nice.
Awesome. Red Comet. Hey, showing up right at the end. We appreciate you. Happy New Year. Thomas liked Horizon Chapter 1. So, cool. Yeah, it got mixed reviews. But a lot of people said, though, that I think who saw both were like, you have to see it as both chapters because it's only part of the story.
Have the reviewers seen part 1 and 2 then?
Yeah, it went at Cannes, I think, or Venice or something like that. One of the film festivals, they showed all 6 hours.
Yeah, so then why would you separate it for so long? That seems counterintuitive.
Well, I think because they showed it in theaters and nobody's going to go to a 6-hour movie unless it was Lord of the Rings.
I would just put it out to rent and buy as a Western epic. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It was a Cannes. So, cool. All right, everybody. That's it. We're off to see the wizard.
The
No.
wonderful Wizard of Oz.
What would happen if Deadpool was at my house? I don't know. I'd hide all my cocaine. Um, did you see Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3?
Vegeta goes Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
That's a massive spoiler, dude. But they're always going to go extra power level. What series are you watching this? I didn't know there was new Dragon Ball Super out. Let me know. I want to know. Damn it.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, the Count of Monte
The
Cristo, the
anime
French
weebs.
version.
Yeah.
Die Alone, January 15th on Tubi.
I don't want to die alone.
Every man dies all by himself.
Can't take anything with you.
Is this
Isn't it original Tubi then?
Carry On? I don't know. Is this the one with Carry On Moss, Frank Grillo?
Oh, no.
And is that Dane DeHaan? Oh no, Douglas Smith. It looks like Dane DeHaan a little bit.
That cover alone makes me go.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the one or not.
Hey, IMDb's back up. Sweet.
Yes. Pushed back Chapter 2 because of the poor reception in theaters. And Chapter 3 and 4 are put on hold. Good Lord.
There's a Chapter 3 and 4. Wow.
Yeah, good Lord. Dragon Ball Daima.
Okay. Is it
And Red.
new then, Red Comet? Like, where does it sit in the storytelling?
I don't know. Horizon, the Kevin Costner. Yes, an American Saga. Looking forward to Munchies next weekend. Thank you. Okay, yes, hold me accountable. I'll try and find something. Otherwise, I just won't show up. Right. Oh, thanks, Thomas. We appreciate you hanging out, chatting with us, and talking. Everybody, again, thanks for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, all that YouTubey stuff. Don't forget, we do have a Discord. Thanks to Krishewa and Listen, who has headed that up and really keeps it up to date. And you can all join us there. I say us. I will try and be. That's another goal for 2025, to be mildly active on it.
Okay.
So, yes. I'm setting realistic goals here. Mildly
I mean,
active.
you could do it on your phone while you're standing or like doing jogging to get your steps in, right?
I'm playing Pokemon Go at that point, so no.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't have Discord on my phone. Only on my computer. That way it's one less thing that I doom scroll all the time.
That's true. Yeah.
We have a Patreon, patreon.com/thebeardedOnes. Thank you to all our patrons that we have. I'm excited because we are doing a movie series over the next couple of months that we're reviewing, and which, anyway, that will be fun. So it's £1 to get in there. Over 100 videos. You can watch all of them in a month if you just want to spend £1, or if you just want to see a couple of them without having to pay anything, you can also do that. There are a couple of free ones there. But and there's also other tiers where you can request things. Don't pay it. There's a typo that says something about a top tier that's ridiculously priced. That's why it's a typo. It's not even supposed to be on there because nobody's making Chris watch it.
It's definitely on there.
Yeah, no, nobody's. Yeah, we are not watching that. So
Do it.
you're back to your Dragon Ball Daima. It's new, 12 episodes, set between Maijan Buu Saga and Super.
Oh, they went back. Weird. Okay. Thanks,
Ella, for joining us. Lowell Dean Director. Yes, that's the one. Okay, right now it's available to rent, but it is coming. You say January 15th to Tubi, so you don't even have to pay for it at that point.
Tubi.
Favorite kind of breakfast taco? I've never had a breakfast taco. I've had breakfast burritos. I made one time for Christmas, and me and my son, mistakes were made. And
Were you thankful that there were multiple bathrooms in the house?
Yeah, I was hurting bad,
Oh,
bad. Yeah, it had, it was a big old tortilla. I mean, a big one, and scrambled eggs, bacon, lots of cheese, potatoes, some salsa, and then, and yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's okay, Red Comet. Don't let it happen again. Hey, we're happy that you're here. If it's for 2 minutes or 4 hours, but no 4 hour streams anymore.
My voice
Get
is
some
so
rest.
done. Yeah.
I know, right? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Amy. We love having you here. Hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful new year. Thanks for joining, Chris. Peace. Oh no, peace, because this is something different, right? This is my favorite.
Jug on, and this
Ju-
is
This is peace, which is
peace,
in that.
yeah.
Did you, the Churchill movie? Do
Oh,
you remember
really?
the? I don't remember which Churchill movie it was. Maybe the one with Gary Oldman, where he does this to somebody, and they had to say no, this.
Other way.
And he was like, "Really?" I was like,
Funny.
"Oh, cool."
Yeah.
Yes, to be or
That's
not to
great.
be. Yes, never had a breakfast taco. No, I thank thank you. I'm stop at a stop at a gas station in Texas, especially South Texas. We've got the best breakfast tacos. I am going to look out for a breakfast taco. We have some amazing taco trucks here in California. So, the
Or you could travel to Texas.
well, sure, but like in the Central Valley, where there's a lot of the farming communities, and so we have a lot of the migrant
Yeah, a
workers.
lot of
And oh my gosh, now there are things that I will not order, like lingua. No, no, I have one of my own. I'm not eating that.
I don't know what a lingua is, but okay.
Tongue.
Uh,
Yeah,
no.
no. Yeah, you can get cabeza also, and no, I'm not eating that either. But wow, those taco trucks are phenomenal. Yes. Um, oh, here it makes more sense when I do this. To be or not to be, I'll show myself out. Oh, thank you. Yes. Stay warm. Absolutely. Dennis. Oh, Vinegar Syndrome's restoration remastered 4K Blu-ray of The Keep. What? I don't even think I didn't know Michael Mann did.
Michael Mann?
1983.
Good
Scott
Lord.
Glenn, Ian McKellen. What? Nazis are forced to turn to a Jewish historian to help in battling the ancient demon they have inadvertently freed from its prison.
It's Michael Mann.
I am so down for this.
All right.
Yeah.
How about next week's watch?
Okay. Yeah.
We watch together.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah.
There you go, Dennis. You sorted out this week's watch that we watched together. All right. Thanks.
Yes. Thank you. Movies and Munchies. Yes. Exactly. I'm mildly lactose intolerant, but I do love ice cream and cheese. I'm mostly cheese and ice cream. So.
Cheese grommet.
To Silo, season 2, episode 8. Bernard Holland's machinations are about as Machiavellian as it gets. 2 more eps to go. Can't wait to see Bernard go out to clean. Ooh, that's gonna be.
The cleaning is always interesting. Yeah.
The taco truck series. Yes. Long Beach. There, I bet. Yeah, I bet you have some good ones. There, just being by, down towards the Mexico border. There, you get some very authentic. California is wonderful for that. It bums me out when I think about like moving to the UK or something and hearing about the lack of really good Mexican food.
And
Because
the burger vans that we get on the side of the roads, not fantastic. Like, I worry that I'm going to get food poisoning or something. So,
see, yeah, that's not good. Our food trucks here in California, at least, they are so heavily regulated. I mean, it is a restaurant. Just it happens to be mobile, and they are under some wildly strict guidelines.
okay.
So yeah, and yeah, I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I'm hungry now too.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I'm trying to find out where we're going. Okay. Thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. And we will see you. Ruben, what kind of food do you like?
Pizza. But that's going to change because our diet's changing. Okay.
You can still like pizza.
I can. Yeah, I can remember it fondly. I'm basically a Ninja Turtle,
There you go.
just with got the amphibious skin and the martial arts skills and the height and the width and the yeah. Okay.
So you're a Ninja Turtle, in essence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I I had to show huge self-restraint. We went to Costco this past week, and they had an 80-ounce, I think, the Danish butter cookie tin, the sewing kits.
Nice.
And my wife was like, "You want to get that?" And I'm like, "No,"
Because I'll eat it.
Well, the last one nobody ate. She ate one cookie, not one little cup of cookies, one cookie.
You guys don't like Danish cookies?
I ate the rest of the tin.
It was you.
I ate the whole damn thing.
Wow. Okay.
And so I said, no, I don't need that in my life because I'm fat and I don't want to be fatter.
You'll feel sad afterwards, but during you'll be feeling wonderful.
Well, and I didn't eat it like all in one sitting, but I kept it on the table so that I could just walk by at any given moment. And I did. If I were making dinner and I needed to go over to the trash can and throw something away, on my way back, I would open up the tin and take out some cookies and shove them in my mouth and then go back to cooking. It was...
Yeah, see, that's not wise. You always got to put the box away.
But then I forget about it. My wife does hide things from me, though. And she puts them in places that I never, like cupboards that I never go in. And so, but then she forgets about them sometimes also, which is even more funny.
You'll find interesting things later on.
Yeah, most of these they don't go bad very
quickly.
They
don't go off. Okay.
Yeah. So it's just totally fine. But yeah. Yeah. I love cookies. No snickerdoodles. No snickerdoodles. And I'm not a fan of cinnamon. What?
No, I was just going to ask Matthew what kind of food he likes.
Oh, okay. Have you ever tres leches cake? I think I had it once.
Leches cake? No.
Okay.
Tres leches. What's leches?
Milk. Cream. Okay. Milk, yeah.
So, 3-layered milk cake?
Just, three milks cake.
3 milks cake. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's like literally how it translates. But
okay.
Dennis, happy Saturday, happy New Year also to you. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, Matthew, what's your favorite food?
We'll wait for you to reply. Just awkward, silent air. Yeah. While we stare into your soul. Welcome to the dark side of this podcast.
Catch you on the flip side. I need to rewatch that. Okay, Matthew, you can hit us up next week. Let us know what your favorite food is. Everybody else, that'll be a great question for next week too. We can talk about food. Oh, here we go. Wait, let's see, you got it in. Fruit and meat guy. Love Mexican and love Japanese.
Nice.
Have you had Brazilian barbecue?
Very good. That is the one thing my wife spoke about, like the food. She's like Brazilian.
Dude, I have never had it in my town, but I have had it in Las Vegas, in Dallas, and maybe twice in Vegas. Something. And, men walking, well, not just men, people walking around with spears of meat. And they just say, just would you like this? And they give you this little disc, that says, go and stop. Well, that would be rude. Why would I say stop? So I keep it on green all the time until I'm bloated and I can't go, yeah.
Hilarious.
And there's places that have salad bars? Why? Why would I fill up on that? Bring me the meat. Just
Yeah, there's a chain here. The Harvester, you get a free salad bar, so they try and fill you up.
Yeah.
So that no.
I don't eat salad, so I'm allergic. So see, it works for me perfectly.
You're not allergic.
I am, and my food eats vegetables, so I'm good.
That's not how that works.
It is exactly how that works. Don't they say you are what you eat? Therefore, that cow and that chicken, they are vegetables.
I've been turned into a cow.
Can I go home?
Yeah.
Brazilian joints going saying, yes, they do. Chats about food. Texas de Brazil. Nice. Yeah, we Fogo de Chao is the ones I've been to, which are insane. It's very expensive. But if you are a meat eater, it is totally worth it. I think it's like $50 a head. Something like that.
Okay.
I can eat $50 worth of meat, no problem.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Carnivore. Ooh. Okay. We really are. We're ending. We have to record more stuff. So, all right, everybody. Thank you so much. Happy New Year. We will see you next week.